Hi everybody, this is Vanessa Green from OKC Facepainter, and tonight I am going over brushes because I am cleaning my kit for the weekend, and I've been having a lot of questions from people about what kind of brushes I like, what they should get, so I'm going to go over that real quick. First thing, get some brush soap. Yeah, this is gross, I know, but brush soap is amazing. I can rinse these out completely to where the water runs clear, and then I can add some of the soap to it and all sorts of paint will still come out. Sometimes I have to rinse them 3 times just to get all the paint out. Not only does it clean your brushes very well, but it conditions your bristles. If you do not do this, they will become stiff and brittle, and eventually they will start to break down or do things like... Where is that brush? I want to use as an example. Dang it. Really? 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 This is so depressing. I hate it when things show me up like, okay, maybe we can look at this one. Focus. Focus. Nope, that's worse. Come on. Really? Let's see if I can do this. Focus. All right. Well, you can't see it, but the bristles are splayed out. And so they break down, they splay out, they look nasty. That's what happens if you don't take care of them. Now, for instance, I have had these brushes for 7 years. They still look practically brand new. Why? Because I always clean and condition them. Stick with it. Anyway, so next we're going to talk about the different kinds of brushes. The first one that we should always talk about is the powerhouse of any face painter, and that is the round brush. So the round brush, what you're looking for is it to be firm so that it jumps right back into place. See that? It's nice and springy, and it keeps going back into its exact shape. It's not spreading out, it's not doing anything weird. That's perfect, so when you're painting it will stay uniform. This one has a slightly rounded tip. That's really good for dots if you want to do that, or having rounded like curves and stuff. That looks really good. You can bring this to a nice fine point if you need to. It's not as good for details. So if I'm working for details, I get something like this. See how that's got a nice little point on it? This is a Aaliyah Brushes and More 1700 round number 3. And this one is a little bit less springy, but it's soft enough to go and do really good curves, and they do stay in shape, and that's the important part. This one, like I said, it's a number 3. 3 is my favorite as far as sizes go. You can go down to a 2 or even a 1 if you really want to do fine details, but a 3 is just the one I'm most comfortable with, and since I have been practicing with it long enough, I can do the fine details just fine because I know how much pressure to put down. But when you're first starting, that is something you have to learn yourself. I would probably start with this, which is a number 5, and learn how to pull up so that you get the pointed end. But like I said, 3s are great. I really love a 3. Your details aren't going to be great when you first start. That's okay. You will eventually figure it out. But yeah, number 3. And a number 5 is good for doing like thick lines like you would maybe on a butterfly or Spider-Man, spider webs. You go thick to thin. That's what that's for. Okay, so after that, angle brushes. Some people like flats. That's what I started with. I showed you that earlier. Now that I am further into this, I love an angle, because you can do more with an angle than you can with a flat. And I have 3 of these. This is the 3/4 angle bolt brush by Just Paint. This is my absolute favorite. It's real thick, so it holds lots of paint, but it comes to like almost a thin point at the end, which I love. And the tip has a great point right at the toe of it. Toe, heel. Toe, heel. Keep that in mind. So I do just about everything with this except roses. I can do flowers, I just won't do roses with this because you need finer, thinner bristles, not thick like this. But this is just, it's great for handling. It's shorter bristles, so lots of control with this. Love, 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 love. Princess crowns come out amazing with this. Waves, whatever. Okay. Other angle brush, I did mention roses. This is my favorite for roses. This is the Face Painting Shop Short Angled 5/8. I have learned that I have a 1 inch or a 3/4 inch of this. It's too big. The roses come out huge. And then I have 1/4 inches of these, and I feel like they're too small. So this is absolutely perfect. Definitely suggest this. This has the thinner, more delicate bristles. It's still got plenty of spring though. Everything likes to stay together. So when you're doing it and you do those little fine curves for those little petals, it just comes out beautifully with these. So highly suggest that. This is my favorite for smaller designs that need this angle brush. This is a half inch, sorry. Half inch by Royal and Langnickel. Let's see if you can see that. Number M77A. This is an actual a regular paintbrush, not a face paintbrush. But this is my absolute favorite. I have other ones, like this is another half inch angle that's by Bolt. I don't really like it as much. I can't tell you why. I haven't figured that out yet because I haven't had it long. And then I have these by the Face Painting Shop. Don't like these much at all, to be honest. This, for some reason, the point is perfect, the length of the bristles is perfect, the thickness at the base is perfect for holding lots of paint. It gets thinner at the end. It always just does what I want it to, so love this one. I have 2 of these. I need more. Okay. Next is Filbert. A filbert is a flat brush that has a rounded edge. You might say, why do I need that? Well, there's a couple of reasons, and yes, this one is well loved. I've had this for 7 years. It is a regular paintbrush, not a face paintbrush. For some reason, regular brushes tend to wear down faster than face paintbrushes a lot of times. So this one is by Robert Simmons. Here, I have 2 of these. This one's newer. Robert Simmons, there it is. Number S52, and this is a 1/4 inch filbert. So this is great for doing like unicorn faces, for doing dragons if you're just doing 1 or 2 colors, you can do thick teardrops. You can just lay it flat and then you curve it to bring it to a point. So that's kind of what's neat about this, is you could just do so much with it and you can cover large amounts of space with it. This is my personal favorite. I have tried other ones and they always end up like this. This one is Paint Pal by Silly Farm, big drop. They're always blunted and thick as all get out. They don't have that nice, thin, fine edged, pointed edge. They're just thick, and so it just glop, glop, glop. I don't like that. So it's all about control with me. All right, after that, we're going to talk about flat brushes. This is the only one I still have, which is a 1/2 inch. I like to use this for dragon faces and some other stuff. There's just applications that it's good for. I do still like to have these for just rainbows, but you can do that with this, so I don't know. Like I said, I like angle brushes. They're more versatile to me. Let's see. So here is a petal brush. This one is a Flora Flat 6 by Blazing Brushes. I really just love Blazing Brushes just because this texture is awesome. So this one has a really nice point to it, and it is nice and wide at the base. It's kind of thin to the side, not so thin that it's not holding paint, because it holds a pretty decent amount of paint, to be honest, but it's not super thick, so it's not too fluffy, and I'll show you why that is important to me. So this acts more like a flat brush versus a round. And so when you actually lay it down, you just get that perfect point and a nice rounded edge, and you can do it to the side and drag it and then press, and you can get cute little flowers from that. You can do all sorts of stuff with this. So if you're doing a floral eye and you want it to go quick, this is the one I would suggest. I have other floral brushes, and they all look like this, pretty much. This one's like, this is a bolt, and it's just a fat. There's no point, there's nothing, it's just fat. And I don't like that. It does hold a lot of paint, but that's the only thing it's good for. This is another flat flora brush by La Comette. I don't know who that is. But you see how the bristles are all wide? It doesn't really come to a point, so I don't ever use that one. And then, let's see, this one I actually like. This one's by Bolt. Notice it has a nice point. So it's shorter, it's chubbier, but because it has a point, it's going to give you a cute little pointed petal. So I do like using that one, but for little petals, I prefer this. This is the Face Painting Shop Mini Flower Brush. Notice it's got a point and it's little. It's so small. It makes little bitty petals. So I like to mix this with this one, and it's just super cute. I think that might be it. However many brushes is up to you. I obviously have a lot of brushes, but this is because I was testing out other brushes and I don't really care for most of these, or I have extras of the same things. I like to have a lot of round brushes because I like to go back and forth between black, white, blue, whatever, and it stains my brushes. So I like this is a blue brush, so, and this is a blue brush, 2 different shades of blue actually. So I like to leave them the same stain, but you know, you can have as many or as little brushes as you want. It's just my personal preference. Always add brush bath to your water. It's from Silly Farm, and it sanitizes the water. It also keeps your brushes softer and conditioned as you paint, so they don't do that weird stiffening separation thing. So it's awesome. But yeah, being able to sanitize your brushes as you're going along, awesome. I put it in my spray bottles as well for my sponges, even though I use a new sponge for every single person. It's just nice to spray the cake and it's all getting cleaned. But that is it, I think. Really, when it comes down to it, you're just looking for your favorite things. It doesn't matter if you use like a brush that is not a face paint brush. It's just they are literally made with the right texture, the right ability to hold paint, you know, so you're just looking for those things. Oh, one more thing. This fluff. So this is an eyeshadow brush. I highly suggest having this if you want to do drop shadows, you know, like on the bottom of something, or if you want to feather something out with star blends. If you do not have star blends, get them. Okay, my red's not out here, but this cuts your time in half whenever you're doing masks. So like if I'm doing Spider-Man, I do the white and the red, and they're great on every skin tone, and they're pretty intense colors. And you just use a sponge applicator, which I will put in a different video because this is about brushes. But yeah, this the reason it's almost empty is because I use this for skulls with the black. I use this for muzzles and inner ears for kitty cats. Tigers, I should say. I use this for ears and horns for unicorns, where I put the pink in the ears. I use this for the muzzles for my lions. I mean, I use it for so many things. If I want to do a really quick, what is it called? Pokeball, I use the white and the red for that too. And the great thing about it, bonus, is like if it's hot outside and they're sweating, it kind of helps to keep it from getting all messed up. It's not great, but it does help. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this helps some people. Bye.